Good morning. Welcome to Bill Day, I do believe, 24. Kaylee and I are just getting out here. I just got the blow-ups plugged in. Kaylee's over there. She wants to go move the truck, do her morning job. We left you last night in here. We were working on the Pirates display. We are going to work on the Pirates display again today. Try to get it finished. But we got a lot of work to do in here. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that barrel. And we gotta get this stuff kind of placed and in place. And then I got a couple tubs in the house I need to bring out. Plus I gotta get these guys mounted. And I gotta pick up some Elmer's glue and birdseed to do on that plate. First order of business though, before we do that, is gonna be over in this area. Clear over here. Through the graveyard. We're gonna be, I'm gonna start in the chain hallway. I think I've got 5 connections I need to double check. Because I knocked them loose when I put the plywood up. So I need to get in here and get them working again. And since they were working to begin with, before I put the plywood up, they should be no problem to get fixed. It's just a loose connection. Just got to figure out which connection is loose, repair it, and move on to the next. So it shouldn't take all that long. There's only 5 of them. If I'm lucky, only a half hour. If I'm unlucky, it could be all day. You never know. But before we can do anything, I gotta unlock the gate, unlock the truck, and she wants in the truck. She wants to move the truck. Yeah, that tail's just a wiggling. Breakfast of the day. You've had a Kaylee breakfast of the day. I guess that was I was thinking we needed a weird breakfast of the day. But you've had that because you've had a Kaylee breakfast. And I'm not hungry for once for fritters or peanut butter and jelly bear claws. How about cold pizza, your choice, and warm beer? We'll just go for that for breakfast of the day. Now, off to work. Okay, small confession to make. I said last trip we were going to go out and get the chain haul started. Didn't happen. We ended up going running our haunt errands instead. It's been about 2.5 hours, and we got our haunt stuff picked up. I just went out to do the chain hallway. I had 5 circuits that weren't working. 3 are now working. The other 2 I can get working, but I'd have to take the plywood all the way off in those areas in order to get to the connection. The plywood's pinching the connections. And it's just like, screw it. You know, 2 sections being out, I doubt anyone's even going to frickin' notice. So I just left them. So we got 3 out of the 5 done. Now, we're going to get into our main area for today, and that is the Pirate here. We got to get in here and finish getting this set up with the basics. I think I'm also going to have Morgan come out and do a sweeping. It needs it. So, I think it's time to get to work. For real this time. It's going to be a 2-segment spot. We're out front, out in the front of the haunt. When I was going through the Pirate display, I found a couple of things that didn't really go in the Pirate display, so I went ahead and put them up. One was that guy there. I'll go up over the gate because I don't feel like unlocking it. He went into the exit hallway this year. That completes the exit hallway. Then out here, we found our flags. There's another one down there. And while I was out here, I went ahead and took the sidewall down all the way around. So the front is looking a little bit better. Now let's go inside and I'll show you what I did inside. Okay, in here in the courtyard, I chose to put no props in the hallway itself. I want the lights from the panels to be the prop. But, you know, I was going through the Pirate stuff. I did find that guy, and I figured I needed someplace to put him. That would be a good spot. And I found this guy. and I put him there. The rest of this display will be the 2 projections that we'll have up. Then we worked over on the Pirate, and Sue Ann has approved it. This one is kind of a comical one. I got 2 skeletal parrots flying in to join their brothers, who's getting ready to have a feast. And that looks like actual bird seed. It is actual bird seed, but it's hard as a rock, almost. It's still drying. What I ended up doing is I took 4 cups of bird seed, 2 cups of white Elmer's glue with a slight green tint to it. I added some food coloring, mixed it all together so it was almost like a clay consistency, and then just plopped it down on the plate and kind of formed it the way I wanted to. And it's drying nice and rock hard, so if anyone decides to play with it, they're going to have some fun trying to get it loose once it sets up all the way. And then in here, and we got Jen's picture hung with care. And we decided to put one of the lanterns there. And then we got some Mishkabibble rats and another parrot and stuff. Sue Ann's got to find a place for. And I've got to find something to go over that hole in the thing, in the old whiskey barrel, which is his seat. I put the noose in here, and we actually hung a skeleton, a pirate skeleton, peg leg and hook. The eye patch is not the eye patch that came with them. I'm going to end up having to hot glue that into place. And I've got to repair over here on Jen's picture. She put some of my skulls on it, and I'm missing one. I think I know where it's at. But I'm going to have to get the hot glue gun out here to get it fixed. And then over here, we got the captain together, stuff for the treasure chest. Sue Ann normally does that. The ammo box that holds the swords. Ship's wheel. Even a disembodied head. And then the other lantern. I've got to dress up the wiring a little bit on it. And I'll do that when I go in to do wiring. Then we put the sheet ghost in here and the oars. Spent most of the day working on this. It's going on about 5:30, so almost dinner time. But Sue Ann's approved it for this point in time. So I am going to go over here, and we're going to get started on Gypsy. I've got the base for the round table, which we're going to put over in that area somewhere. I got the regular dinner table, which is going over in that area. I don't know where everything's going to go. I'm just going to get in here and do one piece at a time. But we are going to get started. It is time to do the Gypsy. So let's see where we can get. I have a feeling it's going to be really interesting. It's happy hour. And tonight's drink, a Tom Collins. Dry gin, lemon juice, freshly squeezed, simple syrup, club soda to the top, garnished with a lemon wheel or a Marciano cherry. Interesting. Do you know a Collins? Do you know a Tom? Try having them both. A Tom Collins. Okay, last segment. I did pretty good. We're done with the Gypsy. Got some heads up, got a bookcase in, the stand for the scrying bowl, and for the Gypsy that goes there. And then back there on the round table, got a few things, and another stand in the back corner for another Gypsy. Skull chandelier. And then over here, another table with the wood stove there. And then along the wall here, we hung a bunch of heads. And there's another head over there too. We had one head, ended up going in the trash. The latex finally totally failed on it, and it fell apart on us when we were bringing it out. So we called it quits with that. Give me just a minute to get cleaned up, things turned off, and move the truck. Kaylee is waiting patiently to move the truck. And then we'll get you your end of the day wrap up. So sit tight. End of the day wrap up with a very happy Kaylee. She's been wanting to do her job moving the truck for about the last hour and a half. She wants me in the house. Had a good day. We went over, fixed 3 out of the 5 connections over in the chain hallway. That did not take long. Got some Halloween errands done. Took Morgan with us and took her out to lunch. She enjoyed that. We were looking for those little water misters. We've got 4 or 5 of them, and they're fairly old, and they're starting to fail. In fact, we lost 1 or 2 of them last year. So I wanted to pick up 4 or 5 more, new ones, and just toss the old ones. We went to Party City first. They didn't have hardly squat. Their shelves were empty. Went over to Home Depot to double check Home Depot to see if they'd gotten anything else in, and they were even emptier than they were when I got the 12-foot skeleton. And then I thought, well, we're right next to Hobby Lobby. Let's see if Hobby Lobby has anything like that, because, with crafts and everything, figure someone might be using it in crafts. Nope, no luck. So I said the hell with it. We had been down to Spirit Halloween, I think it was around the 7th or 8th of September. And while they've had their signs up since early August, the store was totally vacant. There was no shelving, no merchandise, no nothing. It was just an empty spot. And I mean, okay, well, we're not going to have a Spirit this year, apparently. And we went down there today, and sure enough, they were open. They just opened a week ago. Late, I'd say, since most of the Spirits opened up in, Labor Day? Store was depressing. One, it was filthy. Half the props they had set up weren't working. The ones that weren't put together very good, and when they moved, pieces fell off of them. They had hardly no costuming, no accessories, hardly at all. No props really for sale. Usually you walk in there, there's boxes of props all over the place to buy. And there was really nothing. Only thing we saw was a Fogging Grim Reaper. And they had 3 boxes of that, and that was about it. They didn't have anything else I saw as props. But they did have the misters. They had 3 of them, and I grabbed them. So I got 3 out of 5, so I can replace a couple of them at least. Got home, did the chain haul, which I already mentioned. Hopped back over into the Pirate. Got the Pirate finished. It's set dresser approved. And I just got done doing the basics over in the Gypsy, which means either tomorrow or in the next day or two, Sue Ann's going to start bringing up all the bric-a-brac, her glass bottles and figurines and everything. She's got 6 or 7 totes downstairs just full of that stuff that goes in the Witch, the Pirate, the Gypsy, and scattered throughout the haunt. And now I'm done over in the Gypsy, she can start bringing that stuff up and start getting it put out. For me, I have one display left to do. The very last display to do is the photo hallway. And I got a slew of pictures I need to hang up in there, and I've got 5 big light boxes that need to get hung up in there. So that's what we are going to be working on tomorrow. Once I am done with that, stage 2 will be officially finished. And I'm thinking, I don't have any errands tomorrow. I should have no problem getting the photo hallway done. So we might be able to start stage 3 tomorrow, which is getting all the AC in, including the power pole and the trunk lines, and then running electrical into the displays that need electrical for household current. And we can start doing that. But it's just going to be nice to have stage 2 done. Uh, with that, it's not quite 9 o'clock yet. I want to be in the house before 9 for a change. We've been getting in there around 9:30. So stay spooky, stay toxic.